Oh, my pleasure.
Try it out. So one of the questions is like, okay, you have a cultivated plant, but then you have a domesticated plant. You know, what's the difference? Right? And that's something that's not an easy question to answer. It's complex. But generally, you know, you think of this, you have a range. You have a wild plant, and then you have a domesticated plant, and then there's everything in between that can change depending on factors like population density, warring, you know, if the people can take care of, if, you know, their plants or they can't, that are, you know, if they're out in the hinterlands, are they able to safely go out there and take care of them? You know, like I say, population density. So a lot of factors can play into, you know, they're not strictly at this point, they can change, you know, in that whole range. So you can, for example, like with this plant, if this was highly medicinal, you know, this is bursage, and it is actually, you know, and you wanted to select for certain, you know, robustness or more, you know, for some kind of character, and you find out, wow, this plant does have it, and so you collect seed, and then you try to grow it, and you try to grow it, and you keep selecting, and that's cultivating them. Or you can just, you know what, I'm going to dig around here and put some rocks around it so the water will get into them more, just to encourage the wild ones. And that's that's taking it to the next little step of tending them, encouraging them. And then you can do the selective kind. Oh, you know, I'm going to take seed of that and grow it, and I'm just going to keep selecting the qualities from the plants that come up. You know, and that takes it to different levels too. And then you can finally reach domestication, and generally that's described where those plants rely on human care. And but with this one, this is old dependable. I can always depend on these plants. And I'll be here. You know, this is Agave murphyi. Notice it does have pups, right? These little pups, and they'll grow out from below ground, from underground stems, not roots, stems, or above ground stems. And even above ground, they can be right in the axils or just above the ground, in the leaf axils. It can come. Agaves, first off, too, really important for food, fiber, beverage, and there's like 70 uses documented for agaves. Yeah.
Well, you're making it very appealing. Okay.
No, and ASU, quite frankly, doesn't either.
This is the chrysanthemum, agave chrysanthemum, like that one.
Okay, it stops here. But chrysanthemum, man, I've been working with this plant for a long time, and it's just highly variable. And like I was telling them, Gentry thought that too. Howard Scott Gentry, when he wrote the Agave monograph book, he thought this as a continually evolving, recently evolving species. Sexually reproducing parts tend not to change. They're kept more. It's more, you know. And then figured out it's probably going to domesticate that, especially in southern Arizona. It's a little more interesting.
That's good.
Okay. So you were telling me, what's your name?
Kenda Swoboda.
Okay.
I'm our North Zone botanist on the Tonto.
Excellent.
So our Forest Service permitting is written out through our directives from the Washington office. So what we have is decisions made from both the Washington office and the forest about what can be collected, right?
Okay.
Our rare plants, like our Agave delmata, obviously cannot be collected.
And when you say collected, describe what do you mean by
So plant materials includes every part of the plant: root, stalk, leaves, branches. Say it's a juniper, right? We have firewood permits.
Okay.
Which is where you'd probably limb your junipers and collect that.
Okay.
It's very popular on the Payson district. Those are very easily accessible through our offices and online.
So a practical example, I'm standing here in front of this beautiful agave. What can or can I do with this agave?
Okay, so since this one is rare,
Yes.
unless you're a researcher, it's highly discouraged to collect anything.
So I shouldn't chop it down.
Shouldn't chop it down.
And I shouldn't collect seeds.
No, but you can take lots of pictures. All
Thank
of the
you.
pictures that you want to take.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's good in the right place.
Africa. But it was actually
Yeah.
this one.
Yep. It's super cool.
It's your favorite grass?
Probably.
Yeah, man.
Besides Bothrioclo barbanoides, which we saw outside of the
It's pretty.
So what's the genus?
Hopia, Hopia. I know it's hard to.
Hold it right still there. Honey.
Yeah, against the.
It's not a bad hunt.
I think it's CHAE.
The
inflorescence.
Up there. It gotta be the same.
Don't you love that word, inflorescence?
I do.
I do too. It's something I can
Why do
remember.
they have to be the same?
Remember how she was saying
Oh, I mean,
that
it's
they
they've grown
do
from
that kind of.
Heat of the summer over desert land, where the sun beats down like a cattle brand. No sign of water, but you quench my thirst. You're the only one living, and still you burn. You're a sight to see, so fierce, so free.
That was a rough road.
Such a mystery. Keep going your way, don't ever change, baby. I see you shining in a world of shade. Try to steal your color, but you still don't fade. I wanna take you to the after hour. Cactus flower, you're my cactus flower. I see your petals, I see your wildflower side. I wanna see you dancing in that light. I wanna hold you, I wanna pull you close, keep you warm in the winter when you're out on your own. Such a reckless heart.
Here comes Becky, our fearless leader. Are you fearless, Becky?
Every part, all the thorns and the scars make you who you are. I see you shining in a world of shade. Try to steal your color, but you still don't fade. I wanna take you to the after hour. Cactus flower, you're my
Last find of the day. Hardest to locate.
Wait, no, that's the Murphy or straight out.
Refresh me. What are the leaf characteristics?
Yeah.
So it's got the in out, right? It's got that undulation coming up. If you look at it from the side.
Oh yeah, like
And
look
they're
at this
wider,
that gray, awesome
Look
maroon.
gray,
Right
yeah,
there. Awesome.
okay.
Yeah, where are we parked? Like right close.
Yeah, we're pretty close. I see the trash.
Ah.
Nice.
Is it gonna bloom or no? No. Okay. I don't think so. Good.
But
I'm
these
glad.
bloom
in the summer.
Zoom too. It's got really good zoom.
Oh yeah, that's helpful for
Yeah.
you, I bet.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever actually adjusted the diopter on a camera.
And now we'll head home for some much-deserved dinner at Becky's house.
Beans and stuff in the bottom. So, and there's some fixins, and that could go with that.
What did you learn today? One thing that you learned today.
Oh, I that the reservoir dried up in 1949. No, actually, I learned a lot about agave. That's for sure. About the how so many of them are where they are because they're put there by indigenous people.
That's cool. That's the takeaway, isn't it?
That is.
That's
huge
very
takeaway.
cool. Young lady, what did you learn? What did you learn new today?
Excuse me, she's talking to me.
I learned that I did not know the leaf formation on Delmateri had that kind of like in-out wave to it, so that was really helpful.
Very
for me.
cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna carry that one in my pocket.
Becky, what was something new that you learned? What new thing did you learn today?
How to ID agave Murphy eye. I can do it now.
Excellent.
I can do it.
Yay! And Veronika, what did you learn?
Well, I was thinking the Delamateri thing, the same thing, that curve on the leaf.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And
So-
okay, who didn't I get?
I got one.
Oh yeah, what did you learn today?
I learned that we had the matati on our property, and I found it today. It was where I'm putting the greenhouse up, it looked like a rock. It was upside down, so I dug it out.
Oh my gosh,
And
that's
it's a little bit
amazing.
broken, but it's still.
Oh, what a thrill. Young lady, what did you learn today?
I learned that there's a whole bunch of people, new people in my life that I just so much enjoy spending a whole day with.
I agree.
And I'm just so glad they're all
New nerd friends, that's so great.
I know, to be so comfortable and so nerdy and just like, life is good.
Cheers. Thank you for your hospitality, Becky.
You're welcome.
And this is Wendy, she's famous.
Infamous. Infamous is the word. I learned that there's a whole bunch of really cool people up here in Tonto Basin.
Yes.
And I really want to get together again in the future and go explore more.
Exploring is fun.
Yeah.
It feeds the soul, doesn't it? Yes. Cheers.
Cheers.